Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Switchy with another Magic the Gathering game, and it's going to be the same deck as yesterday, although the first game from last night game was a little bit different because there wasn't really like a band control, was just angels. So just quick pick what we are going to play, although the deck list is going to be below the video. So we're having like a 3 copies of the Brokers Veteran, which giving us the shield counters. Then we're having 2 copies of negates to negate the spells, non-creature spells. Then we have the Test of Talents, which is basically the counter spell with the instant speed, so we can counter the instant or sorcery spell, and then just also take a look on the hand, graveyard, or the library. I'm running right now the 4 angels, which they're giving us the opportunity to draw a card and gain 1 life. So 4 copies of this, 3 copies of Celestial Regulator, which is like a 3 mana angel. It's really great tool if we have the possibility to actually create the tokens before we are going to play, because what it does is basically tapping the creature for per number time if we are actually controlling the creature with the counter on it. Although I had the sealed games on last Sunday and I lost 2 games, and I don't know why. I mean, the reason was because when we're controlling the creature with the counter, the opponent shouldn't be able to untap the creature, and then somehow I attack and they attack me back. So I don't know. I mean, somebody need to explain me that. Then I'm running 3 copies of Broker's Ascendancy. So this is like a deck work in progress. I will just keep this deck, this variation, and I probably will do something on Friday differently, just simply because I don't have that much time during the week. I just have basically time to play like 2 to 3 games. So yeah, I'm not really going to create much stuff, but on Saturday, on Sunday, definitely I want to jump and at some point do more decks, right? Create more decks. So the Broker Ascendancy is a great card. 1 green, 1 white, 1 blue. It's an enchantment, and at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. So definitely you want to use more planeswalkers than I'm using in this deck. But well, this deck, like I said, is work in progress, just simply because I'm a new player and everything. I need to gather at some point, and I'm just using the cards which basically have, right? I don't really have much room to improve. I mean, like much wild cards to create more cards. Broker's Charm, this is like really amazing tool. Definitely for every variation of the band control is going to be, just simply because it's really powerful cards. It's for 3 mana, instant speed, and we can draw 2 cards. On top of that, we actually like the first bullet point, the first option, because its target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature. So this is amazing, because we're not actually hitting with our creature, which he might end up dead. We actually just dealing the damage from him. So this is like really powerful tool. Then I'm running right now the 4 copies of Lagrella, the Magpie. So basically what that's do, we're displaying the creature, and we can exile the 1 creature from our table and 1 creature from the opponent table, and then we can use Depopulate, and basically either we can choose to take our biggest minion from the table. It's going to be exiled, and then just nothing from the opponent's table, and then we can play Depopulate, and basically everything is removed. And then if the Lagrella is going to be removed from the battlefield, that exiled card is going back. Although we can use this different way, we can actually remove exile, like a biggest threat from the table the opponent has. And then we might decide to not remove anything from our table. So there's probably some room to juggle around this card, like when we want to play. The way we want to play, we're just going to play, and that's it. Depopulate, like a new Wrath of Gods, although who are actually controlling the multicolored creature, drawing the card. So there we go. We're killing the Magpie with it. We're drawing the extra card, and for example, the Lagrella we're using on our Sanctuary Warden, so Sanctuary Warden is exiled and then coming back to the table in our turn. I'm running 2 copies of the Wandering Emperor, although I actually has the opportunity to craft 4, so I think at some point I will just do some like probably white control or just 2 colors. but this set actually forcing us sort of to play 3 colors because it's really, how to put it, a really easy way to do the mana fixing in those sets, those lands. So I even jump straight away without knowing the rest of the set. The only set I know right now is just the new set, and that's it. So I need to learn the rest because I want to play the standard. That's only what I read so far. Then we're having the Elspeth Resplendent. So the reason I'm playing it because I just have it. I having 1 copy, although I think like 2 copies is going to be more than enough. Definitely -3 option is really great because we can actually look at the top 7 cards of our library, and then we can put actually some permanent with the value mana 3 or less to the table, which that give us the lots of opportunities to play, although the Lagrella, and then just exile something, and we can play the Broker's Ascendancy on top of obviously having already our nice Planeswalker. Where you are. So yeah, but there's definitely some better options to play this card. So I might even say like it's not sort of like super useful in this deck, but probably in some other decks it's going to be much more use. I'm just playing because I have, and then I'm just using the 2 Sanctuary Wardens. So just like we can say our Wincon or whatever. Just playing because also I'm having was an idea to do like an Angel deck, and probably I'm going to do at some point, but right now I'm just using it because it's sort of a good card, don't get me wrong. So we have a flyer for 6 mana, it's 5/5, and then Sanctuary Warden enters the battlefield with 2 shields counter on it. So there we go, 2 shields counters. And then when we actually getting this card, when we actually going entering the battlefield, excuse me, or either we are attacking, we have possibility to remove the counter. But the thing is, like, we don't really need to remove the counter from the Sanctuary Warden to draw a card and create 1/1 green and white citizen creature token, which is on the left side. So we can see there's a token. So obviously we'd like to remove some other counters, which our Broker's Ascendancy is going to do on every creature on the table. So, for example, Inspiring Overseer, we don't really care about this, do we? So we can remove that counter, and there you go. Then we can create the possible token for as a blocker, but the most important part is obviously we can draw another card. And then we have the Emira's Call. So I'm really keen to play like 3 copies or even 4, but I don't think so. I'm going to craft this, so I just have 1 copy, so I'm just playing because, well, at the end of the day, we can play whatever we like. I mean, as a land, whenever we like to. Although we need to pay 3 life if we want this land to not be in tap, but in the control, it's not really much like a big deal. Usually, we can go with tap. Unless we don't. And then I'm just running like 9 planes, 8 island, and then we just have 1 forest, just simply because we are using actually the 4 brokers hideout, which I will say that in a minute. And then just running the well, it's not a dual land, but I'm just going to call it the dual land, or maybe I'm supposed to call this dual land. White or blue we can choose, and then Skybridge Towers, just simply because it's a really good way to draw a card if we have like lots of mana already on the table. Maybe I even supposed to play like 3 copies of this, so I'm just having like 2, and then 3 Brokers Hideout, just simply to get that forest from the deck, to have that 1 green mana, and we don't need more than that, so that's why we can choose on the plains or the island, which we need to. But that forest is really important as well. And on some late stage in the game, we won't be able to play 2 green cards, right? So wisely, maybe I supposed to put 1 more forest, although I don't really think like there's going to be the time I'm going to play Legrella, I don't know how to spell Legrella, the Magpie, and Broker's Charms. But we might put, just for the sake of putting it. Okay, so what we're running is like 10, 18, 26. I'm just going to cut 1 and put the forest for the sake of having like a proper amount of forest if we really want to play like 2 green cards. Alrighty then, so okay, so it's done. There's like nothing I can really change. Nothing I can really do about it, just simply because I don't have more cards. So, but I will try to get. gradually. That was the word I was looking forward to. Alrighty, so play rank best of one because I don't really have a time to playing any other best of whatever. And right now I'm still bronze, so I don't really need to be worried. For like we just going, like we are going to drop because we are not able to drop from the bronze. So that's a good thing, right? Then the farther we are going to get, then the worse it's going to be. But for the moment, for the current moment, we fine though. Okay, so we have like 4 lands. Obviously, I want to start just simply because the mana is the most important part in this deck. And we're having like a test of talents on the opening hand, which is great. Although the most stuff on the beginnings, there are usually creatures. And the test of the talents is just for the countering instant and sorcery spells. So if it's going to be artifact spell or something like an enchantment, we are not able to counter it. So just keep that in mind because, I mean, it's a great card, don't get me wrong. Probably I want to play like 4 copies. I don't really know what I want to cut from the deck, to be honest though. But okay though, so we have the mana, we have the cards. So we are going to play the blue. Doesn't really matter because we already having the white and blue on the table. And we can play the creature. But the Broker's Veteran does the thing, like we don't really want to block with this creature unless we are having something on the table. And right now we have 2 mana open for countering the instant or sorcery spell, but I just assume there's not going to be anything for 2 mana, although I might be wrong because like I said, I'm new player, so I need probably a couple of years to fully grasp the meta of the standard because well, I need to read everything through and then constantly the meta is going to be changed. But I'm going to be like spot on at some point. So there we go. We have a creature. We can play either this creature to tap this creature, but it's not going to be tapped permanently because we need the counter in order to do so. So we are just going to play another card, another angel, just to draw the card, and we're just going to pass the turn. No attacks, although no, because we're just going to lose the creature, so there's no point. And right now we're missing the 1 green mana. So sort of, maybe I should play a little bit more green mana, like because I'm not able to play this right now. So yeah, I want to say like I'm not able to play this right now, which that would be like a good thing, right? I'm not going to block right now. So we're missing that sort of crucial land. Maybe I'm just going to do a little bit more mana fixing. Maybe just replace the white and blue for the evolving wilds. So then I can basically don't really care. I think I'm just going to change for the next game and we'll see how it goes. But in this game, I mean, we're just going to obviously carry on with what we got because there is no any other way around, to be honest though. Righty. I want to sacrifice this. Do I? I mean, I might, right? I think I'm just going to suck it at the end of the turn. We'll see. Maybe there's going to be some spell or something. So I still keep the angel though, because there's nothing. Like, I mean, we can tap the creature, right? I mean, but we really want to tap the creature. I was just opposed to do the blocker. Now I'm just going to press next. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud, like, but I don't know what I really want to do. We can be as sneaky and just attack with this one to have a counter and then just tap the creature forever to just remove 1 creature from the combat. And the battlefield counter put yeah, just might do like that. And then in our next step, we're just going to tap this forever. We're actually going to play. No, he's ah. You assume maybe we are having some sort of a removal for 2 damage. Well, actually, that was wise. You don't really want to block like 2 attack. There is no point to do so. So yeah, that's getting to be a little bit scary and out of control. And because we don't have that green mana, we sort of can't do anything about it unless we are drawing our Depopulate, which is mass removal. Do I really need to block? I mean, not right now, but then maybe next attack. Okay. So yeah, definitely I need to do some green mana fixing. So that's a shame. And I forget to sacrifice the land, right? So we kind of screwed. I was going to sacrifice and draw. Yeah. I'm just going to do 4 evolving whites. Just add the 4 evolving whites to the deck and that will do. Although we just need like 1 depopulate to be fine. So it's sort of we on 2 life, but if we're just going to draw the depopulate, we fine. Unfortunately, we didn't. We're just going to play the green. And then obviously we lost already. That's a shame. Okay, I'm just going to try something. I'm just going to remove 4 lands and basic lands we're just going to add. Evolving wise. Actually funny because yesterday I had like 2 to 3 games and we've been fine with that, but apparently it doesn't really work very well. Okay. So we're running about what, 26? We're having like 16, 18, 17, 19, 25? That's supposed to be 26. How did I count it? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26. Yeah, we're on 26 though. So I'm just going to try do like that. Just looking for the lands. There are basic lands. It's supposed to be in the standard. I'm just going to type. I misspell. I don't know, maybe wilds? Wilds? No, there's nothing? Or maybe they're not basic. They're definitely basic, they're commons. They need to be in the standard. Give me a second. Or maybe they are not in the standard. Oh yeah, there we go. So this is standard, isn't it? Evolving Wilds. I'm happy I remember some cards. Okay, so you're just going to try to play like so. Probably it's a much better way to play some green, green blue and green white lands. Like still cutting the plan and still cutting the island. I will see. We're looking for green, white, blue, right? There's going to be a land. Okay. Going to be a quick mana fixing. I don't really have like lots of lands. There's going to be probably 1 or 2. So we can go with, if we are having a green and blue. Yeah, that's what I want to go with. No, actually having the white and green, that's the top land, so that's not what I'm looking forward to. Okay, so we can remove the 1 blue and just put this card. This is great. And then we can remove 1 white and just put the white green. Okay. So this is like definitely right now I think we have 2 mana like evolving wilds. Maybe like I'm just supposed to use the two, because at the end of the day we need to sack this card, and then is it going to be tapped on the battlefield? So I feel like I'm supposed to remove those two and put one more plane and one more island. And then we're actually playing with two, 3, 4 sources of green mana. Anyway. Oh, we'll see. So the reason is the reason right now I want to remove those two evolving wilds is just simply to not be tapped all the time. At the end of the day, we want to play the spells, right? Okay. Oh, maybe I would try to do 2 games, fast games. Although it's a control, right? So they're never are fast. Okay, we're just going to start. We're having the mass removal, so why not? We don't really need a green mana right now. We need like a white mana, like actually 2 white mana. So just looking for white mana right now. Okay. Actually, we're having the land here. Totally forget. Actually having the white. Although, ideally I want to play those angels. Okay, just want to draw the card, playing the angel, drawing the card. Is it the land? Is it land? Okay, that's great. So you're able to play Depopulate, we're able to play the Wandering Emperor to basically use the -2 ability, which is exile target tapped creature. And we can play this as a flash, so that's even greater though. But we're just going to do the +1 to put the counter. Just simply because the opponent is tapped, sort of like not having lots of mana. So we just want to do like that. Okay. And we're having the counter, and this is really great because right now we can actually tap. Well, we can actually tap the opponent's creature, and it's not going to be untapped during the opponent's untap step. Okay, we didn't count this game as a game, do we? That was too fast. Had some sparkling water. There we go. Okie doke. So you're having 2 lands. So 2 lands definitely not good enough. Although I can say like we're having the 3 lands. So 3 lands, do we want to start? And then we don't have the green mana fixing. I think I wanna do the mulligan. Yeah, mulligan. I don't know, just going to try to do 1 and we already have like a much decent opening. And yep, I wanna go with it, although what we want to remove? We have the green, we have every land we need to. Quite fun situation because we actually need 4 mana to be able to play everything. So what I'm going to do, green blue, I'm just going to drop the plane, although we're just going to look for the plane. The reason I'm putting the plane here and I'm just going to look for the plane is just simply to remove 1 card from our library. So our deck is going to be thinner a bit. for possibilities to draw something. Okay. And white mana it is. Uh-huh. Wandering Emperor. Having the creature, we can draw the cards, and that's usually the best way. In some cases, because I really like to choose the first option, target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn, then we're dealing that damage equals to this number, which in this case is going to be like 3 damage as a removal, but usually we are much better off just to draw the cards. Obviously we don't want to block at all. At the beginning of your up, you load the top card of your library. At the top card, just one top card. You may reveal that card if an instant or sorcery card is revealed this way. Transform Delver of Secrets. Okay, so he's just going to show us something as flyer 3/2. Okay, we don't really care that much, and we know he's getting negate. So we need to play something in order he can negate. Or maybe he's going to be tapped. No, he's going to keep negate. The green. I'm just going to troll him and play the like sort of useless cards. Maybe there's not really like a troll after all. I mean, this is not really like a creature we want to target, but whatever. The thing is like he can't counter with negate, although I don't know what he's having on the hand. But 2 mana is not enough, isn't it? Oh, we're having 3 mana. Okay. Now Shed is going to hit the fan, right? That's the saying. Okay, it's not that bad. Although we don't really have anything to answer it. But he's tapped right now, so that's really good thing. Defender, whenever you cast an instant or circle spell, put a number of Ember counters on Smoldering Egg equal to the amount of mana spent to cast the spell. Oh my god, that's going to be huge. Then if Smoldering Egg has 7 or more Ember counters on it, remove them and transform Smoldering. Okay, so there's need to be yeah 7 or more, and it's going to be Flyer for 4. Okay, at some point he's going to attack for 2 damage because he's going to block one of those creatures. Although I don't know. This is like really amazing card. Broker's Ascendancy, my first sealed deck. I've done so many mistakes, but I was so excited about the game anyway, so I just had 1 copy of Broker's Ascendancy, and really allows you to win the games even if you like a noob, like I am, new player, doing lots of mistakes. I actually build a deck around this card just with the splash of the green, so it was like a blue-white deck. And I managed to win 5 games, although the one was like a really quick one. We can say like a 4 games. Really great card. Definitely the band is going to be one of my favorite colors. In this expansion at least. Okay. Some action going on. So we're just going to take this one right now. It's not going to counter because he's mana tapped. So we can actually exile this 0/4. Oh my dear. That's a shame. But what can I say? Okay, so just going to play like that. That will do. And this 3-2 we can just tapped. Because, like I said so before, the Celestial Regulator, I'm just going to read this one more time just for myself. Flank when Celestial Regulator enters the battlefield, choose target creature you don't control and tap it. So we're just going to choose this tap creature and it's going to be tapped. And if there wasn't tap, it's going to be tapped, obviously. If you control a creature with a counter on it, so we're controlling the creature with a counter on it already. The choosing creature doesn't untap during its control next untap step. Basically, that was the part which I was just confusing myself because I just said the permanently, right? But just one untap step. It's not untapping for just one untap step. Okay, so just gonna go with it. Just simply because we having the body on the board. So he's going to counter this. Nothing really. It's not like a big deal. So that's alright. Basically, change nothing. Okay. 2 negates are kind of tricky. It's 3, 4, 5 mana. Although I'm just going to force him to use both right now. Just simply because I need to. I think he's having like 3 counter spells anyway. So I'm just gonna negate his negate and he's going to negate my negate. And then we are sort of supposed to be open to use the Wandering Emperor for next turn, but you never know, do you? I think he's having like 3 counter spells anyway, but I need to do something about it, so there we go. Don't want to sit with my cards and do nothing. What he's thinking about. To sort of winning the race, right? We have 5 damage, he's having 4 damage. Well, not anymore. 1 damage, okay. Some panic attack. Okay. And do you have the counter spell right now? Well, apparently don't. You don't have. There you go. I'm going to play the land, we can attack. Can sacrifice the land, we can do the samurai creature token. Or we can just simply play another game. Rank up, we're silvers now. Tier 4. How exciting. Nah, just kidding. Obviously everybody will get to the silver. I mean, I know I'm new right now, a new player, but actually I'm really excited to playing the Magic the Gathering again. So definitely want to spend Saturdays and Sundays more hours. I'm just watching right now, it's like 35 minutes recording time, so I might try to get to 1 hour. Righty, so the opening hand, we can draw the cards. You know what, guys, I'm just going to try it, although I don't really like this opening hand, but what I'm trying to do in this particular scenario, I'm going to try to draw 2 cards and draw 2 cards, and we'll see about that. Don't try this at home. Okay, we have 2 grand, 2 grand mana, grand. What's the grand? Green. Grand mana, green. Whatever. Yeah, the blue it is. Okay, another tap mana. Tap it up, and then second blue for whatever unknown reason is going to be. I just realized that we're just having only white mana from the Skybridge Towers. But it will be fine. But I just realized this right now. We need a 2 white mana to play the Elspeth at some point. Okie doke. So what we are trying to get is, getting 2 cards anyway. Trying to get the mass removals and the lands. And there you go. Just going to play what? Like so? Another green? We don't really need 2 green mana, although we might be on that situation I said before. Just going to do the blue. We don't need a 2 blue, do we? Too much questions. 0 answers. We already played the land. I'm confused. We need to discard. The cards, okay. So, Elspeth, the land. What do I want to discard? I just confused myself, sorry guys. I feel like I want to discard the Elspeth. It's like 5 mana, and this card is sort of useless in this deck. Although we're having like lots of green. I'm just going to discard this. Yeah, I don't know, I mean. Okay. We're dead. Like really dead. Really dead. Like I need 5 mana to put both on the board. And I don't know. I mean, we're not dead yet, but we'll be in a minute, right? Although okay. So I'm just going to play this. And we are not able to block with this anyway. But we have 2 open mana to play the Test of Talents in order to just counter this sneaky, whatever crap is going to be, because I knew it's going to be something to remove our card. I don't even know what's the card, but I already knew it's going to be. Just going to check the opponent hand, nothing, opponent's library. Yeah, really happy to remove all that crap. That's a really good way right now to read all the deck through, although I don't really want to do it, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to be more familiar with the opponent's deck. Chemist Flare for 2 mana, Chemist Flare deal 3 damage to target creature. Place where Chemist Flare also deal 2 damage to that permanent control if you control modified creature. Yeah, I don't really know what means the modified creature, but you can just take a look on the deck, and it seems like it's really good Titans of Industry. And this dragon is really good. Although I don't remember what he's doing, but yesterday I was reading that, so sorry, I'm not familiar with everything yet, but oh my god, so he is actually able to put this on the board. How the fuck? Sorry my language, but how the fuck he's able to play this? But he didn't deal any damage. So how is another creature when you do? I don't know what the fuck is going on, but whole my idea about doing something is already gone. I mean, I don't even want to block this turn anyway. But I think he's like, I'm not going to do anything in the next turn unless we're just going to draw the depopulate and just remove the whole table. Oh, that's the reason. The hideaway. So he's able to play this from the hideaway. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a 1/1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then, if you control a creature with power 7 or more. So he was controlling the power 7 or more. I mean, this game wasn't that bad, because at the end of the day, if I would be able to draw Depopulate to leave one more turn, then I probably Might just turn around this game. It wasn't really like that bad scenario. Although I think I supposed to totally change my strategy and to just play both creatures to have the blockers to draw the extra card and then try to draw the cards later on. But I don't know why I done this way. Don't ask me why. Okay, we're just gonna keep it. Depopulate. Just going to grab the green mana. We have some draw mechanics, so maybe this time. That was like a proper deck, the last deck. No messing around. Not some random crap Switch doing. Ah. Well, at least I'm having fun, so that's like the most important factor, isn't it? Like to having the fun from playing the game, not just winning. Winning is boring, right? No, I know, I'm just kidding. I mean, the winning is amazing. Like even if you can win most of your games, but at the end of the day, I'm here to spend a chill out time to relax myself. Although I don't really like there's some people AFK. So I'm just going to take a sip of the water and just wait maybe, I don't know, a minute. Because there's no reason to wait. We just hit the silver, so we're not going to go to the bronze anyway. And I think this guy is AFK, so there's... I don't really want to waste my time. I want to play. There's no point for waiting. Hopefully that's not going to happen when we're going to be like higher ranks. Like the people actually they're going to be dedicated for playing the game. Or maybe this is some strategy. I don't know. How to hit gold really fast. Join the game and don't play. Pretend you're AFK. Okay, we're just going to keep this. Looking for green mana. Looking for one green mana right now. And then we're just going to grab the blue and then we have the white. Although we're having the blue already. But when a Red Strong dies, you may search your library for a card named Red Strong. Reveal it, put into your hand and shuffle. Okay, good for you, mate. Yeah, we'll go with something like that. Then we're just going to exile this one for, I suppose so. Although this is not like a big threat, right? Like the both cards are kind of like meaningless. So the white mana definitely, that's opening our hands to play the Lagrella. Although, like I said, it's not like a big threat. We don't really know what we want to exile. So we're just going to play the Angel to draw the card to get extra 1 life. And then we might actually choose to attack with this 2-1, although not really. Because I'm just treating this as a way to putting the counter on whatever else we're having on the table. And I don't know what I really want to do. Like we can just block with this one and then put the counter here. So the one creature is going to survive. Depopulate. I don't know. I mean, I'm just going to do no block. Sort of thinking about to play the Wandering Emperor right now. And just to remove this 1-4. That's the way, isn't it? Yeah, there's so many things we can do. Also, this is not like the thing like I really wanted to do. At the end of the day, why not? Unless he can counter spell. Okay. Okay. So depopulate next turn. Flip the switch. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 4. Well, that's a good spell. Okay, so it's just going to block like so. Just remove the whole board, I guess. Okay. What the land do I want to? Another white. Another blue. Maybe the second green. No, I just probably want the second blue, although I don't know. Going to take green. Okay, so depopulate. Is it really important to play right now? Probably not, but I don't really know there is any better play right now. We're just going to do like that. And that's why the shield counters are amazing. They're just so great. No doubt about it. Okay, so I'm just going to do the attack, then I'm just going to draw 2 cards on the end of our opponent's turn. Whenever a non-token zombie enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Okay. I'm just going to draw. Oh no. Can we? No, it's an enchantment. We are not able to counter this. Okay, so we're just going to draw 2 cards. That's really good thing. Okay. And it's 6 mana we need, like. We're having 6 mana to play this. We are going to be tapped anyway, so we're just going to choose and look for just whatever white or blue. Maybe white. Just going to play this. Happy days. And we might just to choose to remove 1 counter. Draw the card and just have a blocker. And we're just going to do this. I don't need like a 2 shield counters. So having the blocker. Having the another card, having the land, just like good to go. Like next turn, like doesn't really matter what he's going to do. Like. Oh my god. I didn't realize what's going on. Okay. So in that case, we don't really want to block anything, do we? We don't want to block anything at all. Just going to remove 1 from the battlefield, I suppose so. And I need like 2 mana because there's going to be some instant, I assume. So I have like 2 mana open. Which is not really anything exciting. I'm just going to tap this free one. I don't want him to have the extra free attack. We have 2 blockers which can block the zombie tokens. So nothing really happening, to be honest. Yeah. I'm just going to play one more. One more game. Cast 20 red or green spells? Yeah, we almost there. Cast 20 blue or black spells, so we almost there with those two. 1000 gold. They're like a daily quest. I don't know, it's every 12 hours, isn't it? Race 45. How we wanna play it? So we can search for the green. We're having depopulate. But other than that, this hand is sort of weak, isn't it? We don't really need to play the Broker's Ascendancy if we don't have anything on the table. It's like 3 mana, then we're removing something from the table and we're playing... Okay, we're just going to try. I mean, nothing wrong with sometimes playing differently. Not all the time. Not having always the best opening hand, and sometimes when actually trying to fish for something good, we might end up to having like really bad hand. I think we're not that bad right now. So definitely going to draw 2 cards. Or... yeah, we're just going to draw 2 cards. With the end. Okay. Ooh, nasty. 4 damage it is. Okay. We need the land, do we? Let's just tapped will do. Depopulate, so I don't really keen to play them. I need to somehow fix the way to adding the counters to depopulate and still keep the exile cards exiled. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. So the tricky part is the Varela is actually the legendary card. So yeah, that's the tricky part. Other than that, we're good. So right now we can play the angel. Actually, I think we already won. Like we're just going to control. We can tap the creature. We can exile the creature. But we'll see about it. Is this some crazy haste? No, it's not a haste. Very good. That's a beautiful and amazing example of the idea and working those three cards together. Like Real, the Magpie, Celestial Regulator, and the Broker's Ascendancy. Although I need to try to figure some other way to do the faster counters. Just to putting the counters on the Magpie. Okay, so I was happy. But right now I'm not that happy, after all. Okay, first thing first, the land. So what we are missing? Like we can add the another white, I don't mind. Plain it is. I think we're really good to attack. Just doing the end step. I was going to use the Wandering Emperor for this 7/5 Spirit of the Aldegard. Okay, so it's going to be actually two huge creatures on the table, 6/6 and 8/5. But we really concern only about this 8/5. Hopefully he's not going to be able to boost this 6/6 to hit for 14 damage. But we have the Test of Talents open, so totally fine. That's your library for up to 2 basic lands cards. Put them on the battlefield tapped. I mean, usually I don't really want to counter the looking for the mana, but then this is with the kicker goes, right? Is it or not? No, it's just normally looking for the lands. I'm not really going to counter this. There's no point. Yeah, you have the mana and so what? Or maybe that was just the reason. To have like tons of value. Okay, resolve all. Okay. And okay. So you're tapped, mate. And just attacking like that, okay. So going to remove the 12/7. I think that's like a good thing, right? Oh. No, I don't want to block this. Yet. Okay. I was happy, but now I'm not really happy. After all. Okay, so what we can do? We can attack with this 5/6. And we can actually have the first strike. Ooh. I think that was like a misplay to actually doing the first strike. I don't know. And with that, I think with that, because he can boost this. Almost. Now we actually have a -2. Okay, so depopulate it is again. Oh my god, I think I lost, but actually it's a crazy game. We'll see. Maybe we can do something about it. Oh my god. Yeah. I was trying. I was trying my best, although, well, not it's not over yet, right? What the fuck? Oh my god, it's funny. I mean, we probably died anyway, but it's funny. Library, do you have one more copy of this? Not anymore. To remove this from the graveyard. Okay. Okay, we'll see. Maybe. Not yet, but the next turn. Maybe we manage. Somehow, some way. That's our biggest card, so we definitely want to play this. This is having a trample now, so we're just going to do like that. Drink a card. Having a next extra blocker. And there you go. Okie do. Landfall. Landfall is giving +2/+2. Although he can't do anything at this point. I'm going to remove this free. We can even play the angel right now. I thought we like lost, but really funny. We actually managed to pull off. That's the card? +1/+1? You gain 2 life, you may play an additional land this turn. Okay. There we go. So thank you very much guys for watching. That was amazing game for me. I thought I already lost. And then just play like 3 times in a row, depopulate. So like probably opponents was like mind blown as well. Mind-blowing experience. Yeah, it's like really sometimes the magic is sometimes about just to having like a little bit of the luck. But I guess it's like with everything, isn't it? So definitely I was the lucky one on this scenario, this game. So I really like this deck. I definitely going to keep this one. Doesn't really matter for me. It's going to be later on the later stages. It's not going to be good or anything because I'm really happy about how I'm playing right now with this deck, and definitely on the weekend I will try to try to create another deck. So gradually, I'm just, like I said, I'm casual player, I'm doing casual content, so gradually there's going to be at some point some other deck. But that's it for now. So thank you much guys for watching. Take care and bye bye, and have a nice day or night. Take care.